grow. Now the electoral system now the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo holds 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system. But still, poverty they increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really they go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or now something else? Join with this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Goloti Kata, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election World. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk. This week on We Economy, True Talk Radio 98.5 FM, we discuss plenty election, but poverty still the grow. Now the electoral system now the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo holds 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system. But still, poverty they increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really they go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or now something else? Join with this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Goloti Kata, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election World. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.
And welcome to We Economy, to this particular edition of We Economy on True Talk Radio 98.5 FM. This program also, you go reach out on 92.9 All Out Radio in Bo, Amza Radio 96.9 in Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 in Kenema. Tonight, we will ask a very, very important question, but also provocative, but this question is timely. We don't get about 6 elections since 1996. We'll come back to multi-party democracy. But the story remains the same. Poverty continues. Why is that? Now the election system where they use now the problem. Since 1996, we don't use 2 types of systems in Salon. We don't use what they call first past the post. We don't use what they call proportional representation. I just want to define this before we go. I get people that with me will go for discuss the importance of each system, advantages, disadvantages. But for now, I just want to family they know what the systems here mean. What in our first past the post system. Basically, now this we also call the single member district system. What in the electoral commissioner can do, or in some countries the parliament can do, or in other countries the judiciary system. It depends on where you are. They divide the country into small groups. They call this group constituency. Inside that group, the people then they vote for one person. What do they mean by first past the post? Regardless of how many votes the person gets, as long as now you get the plurality, most of the votes, now they represent that particular constituency. Let's say, for instance, 4 people that contest at this constituency. 2 of them get 25%. One vote less than 25%. Another gets 1 vote more than 25%. That person will get 1 vote more than 25%. Now they represent that constituency there. So now we could call them first past the vote. It get your advantages, it get your disadvantages. Where if I go into it now, I get for point the discussion. So I wait until later on. Then we get what we call PR system or proportional representation system. Basically, we also some people that they call this the party list system. In this system, you not the vote for the candidate directly. You the vote for the party. Let's say, for instance, the electoral system based on the population and the country and the population density and how we distribute the population and the country. Let's say, for instance, they say Bo district get 10 parliamentarians assigned to them. If 80% of the people then vote for Bo, that means 8 out of 10 of those parliamentarians will go to SLPP, for instance. If 10% vote for APC, that means 1 they go to APC. If the remaining 10% vote for an independent candidate, that 1%, that one candidate go to that independent candidate. So instead of getting your advantages and disadvantages, I'm not going to go into that. So like I don't get for go into that right now, but we come back to that. So like I don't say over the past 30 years, we don't get 6 elections. I think 4 of them use one when I first passed the post, and 2, maybe 2.5, I go say, use proportional representation, because in 2008, I think the local council elections now be PR system, whereas all the general election have been first past the post. So I go say 2.5% or 2.5 of the elections use proportional representation. However, the outcome for the ordinary Sierra Leoneans remains the same. We're still very poor. If you move from Makeni to Port Loko, to Bo, to Kenema, the deprivations what they face in 2007 elections, leading to 2008 elections, the same deprivations what they face in 2012, the same deprivations what they face in 2018, are the same deprivations what they face today. So the ordinary citizen is not gaining much yet. Why is that? So today we're here for ask this question. With me for answer these questions, I get 2 people then. I hope say another guy for join me during the discussion. But for now, I go introduce you now with the 2 that way I get now. At the end of 2023 elections, some people that be agree with the election, some people that be grumble small. As a result of that, government that are the ruling party will win, the main opposition party will lose, where we get these disagreements, and the international community they come together and they name themselves the tripartite committee, and the person where they head that steering committee there for review with election laws and for gauge what is Sierra Leoneans they want, for make sure that the next elections better than the previous one, a day here with we today. A name now Mr. Golokata. Welcome, Mr. Golokata.
Thank you very much for having me.
Next on Mr. Carter, I get with me a political economist. We actually work with Mr. Carter there because I consult with them on this tripartite committee. Himself know a lot about elections, you know a lot about the linkages between elections and development. Now a researcher, he can consult with the IGR. Himself there with me here today, and then Mr. Charlie Hughes.
Thank you, Dr. Adams.
Okay. Later on, I hope say somebody from new when elections observer group na salon, they call them National Elections Watch. They've been known they around for maybe over 20 years now. So I think the first time I read everybody na be in 2008 elections where Kaba be they go out Berewa, that's in Berewa and Aneskoroma they contest. I hear about them, but they've been around for a very long time and they get a lot of experience. So later on, I hope say a representative from them go join me. But for now, let me discuss with the 2 gentlemen that I get with me now. We vote with the intention of, for let things get better. Like I said earlier, anytime we vote, we want let things get better. We don't change president, we don't change party, we don't change ministers, we don't change almost everything. We don't change even the electoral system. Like I defined earlier, then are the set of laws, the way they guide how we conduct the election. That system, they will not change a couple of times now, but still. So we take a short break. When we come back, we can discuss why, after all these changes, the outcome for the people not the same. So let's take a short break.
This week on We Economy, True Talk Radio 98.5 FM, we discuss plenty election, but poverty still the grow. Now the electoral system now the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo holds 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system, but still poverty they increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really they go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or now something else? Join me this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Goloti Kata, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election Work. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get to talk. This week on We Economy, True Talk Radio 98.5 FM, we discuss plenty election, but poverty still dey grow. Now the electoral system na the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo hold 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system, but still poverty dey increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really dey go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or na something else? Join me this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Goloti Kata, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election Work. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get to talk. This week on We Economy, True Talk Radio 98.5 FM, we discuss plenty election, but poverty still dey grow. Now the electoral system na the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo hold 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system, but still poverty dey increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really dey go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or na something else? Join me this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Goloti Kata, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election Work. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get to talk. This week on We Economy, True Talk Radio 98.5 FM, we discuss plenty election, but poverty still dey grow. Now the electoral system na the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo hold 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system, but still poverty dey increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really dey go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or na something else? Join me this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Goloti Kata, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election Work. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get to talk.
Welcome back, family, then to the economy. Like I've been telling you, tonight we discuss the linkage between the number of elections we don't get, the election system what they use, and with development in the country. Why elections not actually result into development? Now that we are for discuss tonight. Later on in the program, around 8 o'clock, we go open the phone line to Una the family for let Una self chip in, let Una call for either ask questions to we panelists that we will get or make our own contributions then known. Like I've been telling you earlier, we actually don't get we third member of the group who will be the wait for Reverend James A. Lahai of when I know the national coordinator for new National Elections Watch. So let me continue this discussion. First, I really want to start at a very high level. We don't get, like I said, we don't get several elections. If you move across the country from Bo to Makeni to Kenema, either under APC or under SLPP, the outcomes for the average rural union are not much different. I mean, during Kaba in time, we get Kaba Tiger. For instance, for significance, say, light not there. Today, we get problems with light. We get problems with water. I mean, certain things can go down improve, but if you take the average rural union, service delivery and poverty levels remain the same. Why is that? So, I start with you, Mr. Carter. You they work on the tripartite. You don't hear from people there. Tell me, what you don't actually don't learn from people that say about their views about elections and governance in general. Waiting for them they tell you. Waiting for throughout you travel in a salon. Waiting the family their view on elections, on governance, as they relate to development.
Thank you very much. So first of all, may I just make this clear? The tripartite secretariat is different from the tripartite steering committee. Steering committee, the chairman and the chief minister.
Okay.
And then they are much more of the oversight and decisions and that kind of supervision and all the processes for run this 8 recommendation conversation. But we now, at the secretariat, are much more of operational and administrative dealing with the issues.
Okay, thank you.
So now that's the difference, and now then I'm in here.
Okay.
The past 1 month, around the tripartite engagements, from where the results, the report come out, a lot of conversation only take place around this, and important for you to ask that kind of question because in the course of the conversation with Sierra Leoneans across, a level of issues that they wouldn't bring up, you know, because this whole thing, who they try for do, I mean, people still get a lot of question about knowledge level. I mean, understanding the whole conversation. So if not about election systems, you know, how do we one issue that people still really want to understand more about the systems and what they use. Sometimes, and just around the elections, then conversation they come short period, then it don't. Then we might see people are now for work with them and move forward. What it requires for me to continue for open up that kind of conversation and so that Sierra Leoneans really understand what's in the issues around and so that's one of the issues that people are going to talk about. But also the whole issue about how the democracy really set. Because citizens are they are not carried with it. I mean not to for vote no more than they. Not to for choose their leaders no more than they. They also need for also be carried with their leaders to understand the whole concept of waiting they go on, but also, I mean, interject, bring and stop and ask questions here and there. The whole conversation about accountability and that kind of thing. So that's one of the issues that we citizens don't raise. Citizens also don't talk a lot about diversity, how we scatter. This country gets about 16, 17 tribes.
Yes.
We get Muslim and Christian. I mean, if you go to Muslim, it's broken into many other types of Muslims. The Christians are broken into many other ones. So that whole issues and also how even we look at the issues and we'll look at the structures of how we country divide. Look at urban area, peri-urban area, rural area. So the whole conversation about diversity. I mean, Sierra Leoneans and the raise now. How we manage land, how we manage inclusivity, how we make Sierra Leoneans feel say, even though all land they did, but we can join hand and come inside for work together for movement processes. That is one of the issues. Also the issue about representation. I mean, all this conversation about election system, democracy, all this were about representation. How the people involved in picking their representation, how do they relate to them, and how they will ensure say representation they increase based on waiting at the votes and what they come out. So that one did that also. So nobody know if you say, oh, but that mean you do what I get, and not see nothing come out of them. So that is also another serious conversation that people don't read. The other issue about when election they come. So young people then they talk a lot about money. So in fact, we can almost don't monetize election in a way. The expenses around election cannot monetize that in a way that Sierra Leoneans also feel say not time for it, not time for get their own. But that's so that at one level. So when they pay attention to really the conversation there and what you're supposed to do soberly, that's on one side. But we're also the other side about governments. The amount of money government they put into elections. That kind of money government they put into elections, if they continue to put how we talk about development. So a lot of that kind conversation I did back the social unions they talk about, and how the political parties themselves they relate, they get the money, how do they get themselves? Anything they question them, how sudden they pull money, how do they really all that the issue that we don't count. Those are issues about cooperation, promoting cooperation between political parties, and how do they relate. So in like which kind of system we will get, we want to see with the representations, the political party representations, able for cooperate, come together for talk about community problems. So you know, the only for say, oh, me na this party are they, so my party is philosophy, and so we they make, and this party are they, the party is philosophy, what about the people who are in the center? So what's that pro people issues we want for raise? What you want to talk about? How we will agree at one moment on the issue of youth violence, for example, push, for example. You know, then blame games there, and this person say, oh, you didn't pay attention. Oh, if I will be there, so good one. So how political parties then they cooperate? You know, that's another very strong issue. But the other part the way Sierra Leoneans also they raise the whole conversation about national character of political parties. I mean, if you want to turn political party, you want to talk sober business, you for able for relate to the people across the country. How you dey? You able get offices across? Now they said a serious issue today. Okay. So a lot of them issues and they with Sierra Leoneans they talk about, where they self-SPC, if we answer a lot of them issues there, if we're able for the relate with development, if we're able for relate with country in better one, and go reach yourself, we will able for scatter.
Yeah. So if I summarize everything that I read from you is people they're not really much interested in the kind of system we they use, rather they're interested in more issues where they bring it together, issues of push, issues of violence. So people they're more interested for learn about these issues and how to solve these issues rather than saying PR system or first past the post. As long as the issues they address within the system, then that people they want more rather than the nomenclature. And they move on to Charlie. Why you feel say elections not they produce the kind of leadership we want or the kind of development we want over the years? We don't get 6 now.
I think say we're going to go back to the basic, you know. You ask the question why we not get the development expectations them. We'll think say elections for Kiwi. And you're right. Whether somebody gets a PhD, whether somebody illiterate, whether somebody a bigger man, where they go put in ballot, it really they expect say that ballot they go help for in condition change tomorrow. Yes. Now that's it they vote for. So what can happen is in a multi-party system, this party they explain to the citizen, say me where I come now, so I go do for let you condition change. So all the party then they agree on this. All the party them or the supporter they will all get agreement on the same outcome. One whole election, anybody will appoint, the outcome for be the same, na development. Who said more difference can they? Now the approach they use, forget the outcome where people they want.
To get to the destination.
And you're right when you talk say we not don't get the kind outcome yet we would expect. But this make them tricky because Afrobarometer have been full report which show say Salon people still prefer democracy. So what's not the issue?
Yeah, but that Afrobarometer also say the perception of Salon people on corruption don't get worse.
Exactly. But so why make them still get hope? Now because over the last 6 elections, they don't see say we they move small. They're not perfect, but in terms of the
just for cut you word, that same Afrobarometer report say the number of people who prefer military rule now it don't go up.
Yes, but significant for let we show say. So if you ask overall, Solomon still prefer. I mean, no situation on the way they get 100%. Even in America, you get people with till then anarchist them. So for just side say them one they are you get people with a communist them. So we don't say them they, but generally, now the sub-region where could they go and take place, Salon people still prefer democracy. Absolutely. Now because in a way. I think 2002 where the war end who hold first elections. I know what's in this country as well. In fact, plenty part of this country, even the police station or magistrate court. They like today, the rule of law, courts and they all over the country. You will see critical indicators like infant mortality rate they go down, maternal mortality rate they go down, more people they go to school. What else? You got plenty in the way they show say would they move small. What in the happen is the more would they move small, the more people expectation they high. And honestly, I believe say we supposed for them do more on that because some people
Are you saying that expectations gap?
Yes.
That people they expect a lot more than they deliver, or they are not delivering at all?
No, they know they deliver better. And now the question of elections come. What are the connection between elections and the kind social development outcome?
So what do you think? You think say that that a system's problem like the election system what would they use now the set of laws guiding our elections? Is it a system's problem or an accountability problem?
Now two ways because elections they produce a type of leadership. You know. So for instance, if we can campaign, we know promise people nothing. In fact, just because we don't even need for campaign, we don't need for promise nothing. And because we don't need for promise anybody nothing, you produce leadership, we not get obligation for let it be accountable. So there is a way where the election system it determine we own behavior as
so now both
leaders.
Election systems determine accountability.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to Reverend. As an observer, I know say you don't observe elections. I think you start. Was it 2008 election or before that?
2002.
2002 elections. Yeah, I've been there college at that time. I remember that we would organize. At that time, they announced the elections right at the police station. I remember that. They said,
that is still happen.
Boyamba district, blah, blah, blah. This person, this. I remember we in college, we gather around radios. So you get a lot of experience in observing elections, Naya. What do you think? Public confidence in national elections, up or down?
It is at the lowest because of the experience of the 2023 elections. You see, I want the public for no say. National Election Watch will be organized with self as a peace building effort because we be see and say we come off from war, from crisis, and we believe say elections will be an instrument of peace, and peace now they bring stability, and stability now they inspire development.
Absolutely.
So now that make will be organized with self say let we know the wait, let internationals they no more they come and observe real elections. Because a lot of things will go to happen where the internationals know they see, we when our locals will be able to see them. Additionally, we able go outside they're not able for go. So that they make let we able get a better oversight of election business than the international observer missions when they come. And so over the years, well, the statement they go on say we don't experience the PR system and the first past the full system 3 times each. We also don't experience military rule. We not go left them and then they out. Itself will come in as a factor. You see, I go one reference to the just concluded SLPP delegates conference
Bintumani, yes.
and how the election go. At the lower level elections, you see say there were a lot of problems. Petitions, violence, disagreements. And so then they be done, they make a pointer like the National Delegates Conference go be like that kind thing. In the hall, they not be invite National Election Watch anyway, but always they will invite National Election Watch. But this time around,
this one.
yes, this time around, they not invite National Election Watch.
You know why?
So no,
Okay.
and they not get any any obligation for profile reason why.
Okay.
Because now the internal process.
Exactly.
Who that they want the, now they go invite the. But fortunately, they make it possible for them who that way watch, for them watch. Because they able to do it live, and so we able follow up within the happy. And that they give you some authority for talk about what happened there. Leadership, now the key to the development. The stance of the leader in terms of fairness, in terms of liberating the people, in terms of dissipating fear where they inside people, it do wonders. The president in pronouncement, in his speech where he make, I know say it gets serious impact on how the election will they conduct na that delegates conference. Where he talk say, we all know me I not endorse nobody. He go further and say, vote your conscience. Not allow person for coerce you into voting. Those were magic words. And I was so happy for those statements. And when they do that, all man don't know now the focus of the leader. Whether they do something on the ground, not where they look at. Now, that one way it don't publicly state, now who they assess by. And when they conduct the elections, they do it in a manner where all man they see than a transparency, where it verifiable than a accountability. So you will lose, you don't say you don't lose. You will win, you don't say you don't win. So conference where they be feel say it will become tumultuous after the elections. When the election done, who that lost, congratulate to that win. And there was no need even for security for the president.
There was dance.
People were dancing, people were appreciating. If only the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone go stand tall and conduct elections in that manner, this country will develop.
We get for come back to you.
This country will develop.
Yeah, we get for come back to you. Well, Mr. Carter, you did go around the country. Reverend just say confidence in elections don't go down. Now, this not the sentiment where you said they go get where they go around the country, or they get different sentiments.
Well, everybody will talk out from different perspectives. But I believe say Sierra Leoneans then they look up to 2028.
Okay. Yes.
Because they know say another election give you down.
Okay.
And then in a very important issue. So they ask many questions now.
Okay.
I mean the core of which they deal with in the tripartite recommendations. Now reforms them we for support 2028.
Yes.
So every Sierra Leone want to be part of that process.
Okay. Good. Okay.
You know, and so we hope say then they go set the pace for most Sierra Leoneans they understand. Say the forward looking towards 2028 will be a process where it will be very smooth, open, and go ensure say Sierra Leoneans then show serious commitment for participating in the process.
Okay. So
Yeah, but
okay.
we can
Charlie, you want to add?
yeah, we can go back to the conclusion where Reverend make with man from new. Luckily, don't observe election from the time when you start.
Yes.
You know, so for talk say yes, the confidence from the elections process, it don't go down.
Well, it's quote time for quote time. It say it at the lowest.
It is at the lowest. Yes. So we said
You agree? No, agree. They agree.
yes, in a way, but for saying one event will take place, no, because one thing is clear. Since 2002, all elections outcome we don't get all the losing party don't contest them. Now how then contest them now make the difference this time?
Yes.
Because
in 2007 there was Kaila and Kotbare.
2002, 2007, no election, no day where one
Issue, no
party
day.
not a contest.
Okay.
So, but one point we need for no. So Monday we no contest in you that kind way we get repercussions on the country.
Okay.
Others then choose for contest them in a way we get repercussion. But like how Mr. Carter they say, why make we get the tripartite? Now for let we able to reflect on all what not happen in the past. For let we say how we able to get elections
In
in
2028.
2028 where person no get reason for contest them.
We get for move
Yeah,
on. We
yeah.
get for move on.
Yes.
We get for move on. What say we all don't say here is elections they bring change, but we get a lot for do for let we realize that change. Let we move on to actually the two systems we don't practice now salon. We don't practice like in the opening monologue. I talk about the PR system. I talk about the first past the post system. So let's move on to that and let us see which one really good for Sierra Leone. This particular one, I did start with Reverend. When we form new in 2002, the objective now be observe, right? Observe the elections, wait till they go wrong, talk them, wait till they go right, talk them, at least for ensure say the leaders they do the right thing. Recently, new don't they move away from that position of just observing into actively, proactively interjecting and suggesting ways. This particular waiting go support this is recently new actually pulled a release saying then they're in favor of first past the post as against the PR system. So why they change from being just observers into active, and why new they support the first past the post more than the PR system?
I want to make small correction first on what you don't say. New not say they recommend first past the post over the PR system.
Okay, so
If you read with position paper, we report waiting transpire for the 2 days conference we will hold.
But that's the
Wait,
position
can
of
I
new.
please? We report on waiting transpire. Now the conference we will hold of civil society leadership. Every district gets a civil society chairman. We invited all of them, and we invited about 50 civil society leadership in the western area. And when we do the deliberations, Charlie Hughes there on then go educate we. When they don't do all their deliberations, we put out to vote. That vote, now that hall, it's just like piloting something.
So but the vote is news position, right?
Civil society position.
A new a combination of several civil
Maybe
society.
if you allow me, you go able to understand better,
okay.
and then we'll not go get back and forth.
Okay.
Fine. So we present that status as it happened, and then we come out with position for say the election system, not to at the issue, but then factors where they able make for let election be meaningful to the people. Now that nine the issue. One, it will be transparent. Two, people for able verify the outcomes. It has to be accountable. Three, it not supposed to forget violence. Fear not supposed for the around election business. Four, election for ensure say it bring everybody on board. It get for be inclusive. But whichever system where they get for bring, if them factors they are not taken into account, it not get for make any meaning. Now that is the position where you may make. Okay. Let me go further now and talk about
was why the movement from
okay fine. Okay, then let me address that. Let me address that. When we start, it was a small thing.
Yeah.
In fact, it was like a test case. We only been come together for observe election day.
Exactly.
That was what we did in 2002. And we coverage be limited. The same for 2004 local council elections. So in 2005, we come together, we say, we cannot continue observing like this. Because election not a one-off event. Election na a full circle of activities. And each activity in that circle get importance about the outcome of the election. So we say, okay, let's focus ourselves on the circle. And then later, we also graduate from that day. Because anytime we observe, we report, people they say, and so what? When I say they don't do this, they don't do this, they don't do this, and so what? So then they make again, we decide say, we will not wait until things don't boil. That is where the monitoring component come in.
Okay.
From the observer component. Now we want to sit on the table where decisions are made so that we can make our input and don't wait until things go bad.
So influencer prior to
We want to make our input, and we have been doing that one meaningfully. So that we don't wait until it's bad and then we come and cry. And so what? So that's why we moved from that point to not only observing now, but we monitor processes and activities that have relation to elections or have bearing on elections. So that was how we came to that decision, and that's what we have been doing. And it has been helping. Let me tell you, this 2023 election, the crisis would have come at the registration stage. But because we did an audit of the provisional voters register, and with findings, we had to go, and we did not even publish it. We had to go and sit with the Electoral Commission and share with them our findings. Some of them they already had detected, but they did not know the magnitude of those things. And that helped them to go back on the drawing board and put in place mechanisms to see how they could address those issues so that it did not disturb the electoral calendar.
Okay, thank you very much. So if I for paraphrase you and just summarize what you say, new not get a position on either first past the post or proportional representation. Am I right to say that? New not get that. New get issues where they want for make sure say those issues are addressed.
New they look at the electoral environment.
Yeah, they look at the system now. So in relation to the press release where they come out. So when you they tell me now say let family they know say new not take a position on either PR system or first past the post system. Waiting new come up with is issue of transparency, issue of verification, so that new interested in. So
but new did a pilot. Don't leave that out.
So but new
wait.
New get position on these two things.
New did a pilot by bringing civil society leadership together.
Yes, yes.
And did a test case to know what civil society desires.
Okay. So but
and so we put to vote.
Yes.
And 59 point something percent vote for first past the post.
Yes. But new get position. Wait, I come to you. New get position. I want to get something clear from Reverend first. New get position on between the two systems. New get position on any?
Sure.
Which is a new position?
Now first past the post.
Okay, because, so I was not wrong to say you don't take position.
But I needed to give this background.
But I was not wrong.
No, I needed to give this background.
Okay, so thank you very much.
If you bring together people, educate them on the two systems, and then do a vote, and that vote come out resoundingly in favor of a system, you know come up with that.
Okay, so now when the statement what I said in the first place where you say I was wrong was from that. I said new don't come with a position, so then they.
Yeah, because I recall the way you put on.
Okay, thank you.
You know how you give that background.
Thank you.
You give that background.
Finally, at the move, no, I know say Charlie want to talk a lot, but at the move to Mr. Carter, because he know they move around the country. I mean, I don't say the first question will be asked. We don't begin highlight what the people they want. You get any idea what the people they want between these two systems?
Every part will don't go. Sierra Leoneans don't talk about the systems. And in the course of the conversation, we don't even get to say out of bipartisan nature.
Because why I ask this question, recommendation 78 say, when I go around the country,
National dialogue.
Yes, and ask people then, and let people then decide between these two systems which one for go.
And I so do. We start out with technical engagements.
Okay.
We engage EMBs and security sector. We hear from them.
Okay.
And from there we talk to interreligious council. In fact, in that we hear from them. In fact, that the consultation with religious council not been almost end.
Okay.
Because they're not being there was very strong impression about the two systems. Look at the national dialogue, they can't say, now so then they go. We also talk to political parties, all registered political parties. And they say they want PR.
Okay.
In a whole conversation
With the exception of one.
Okay.
With the exception of one.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't really also now another one self don't say.
Okay.
Because I go now other radio conversation with another one say himself no one PR.
Okay.
From there, but we don't go in communities. We talk to in all the consultations very close to about over 2,000 Sierra Leoneans, young women, young people, persons with disability, traditional leaders, religious leaders, political parties, councillors, every facet. That report they almost I just received the draft, and it clear they say everybody go flip in feeling about the systems.
Okay.
You know, but when you look at you know say in the core of the issues with Sierra Leoneans they talk, and they leave one side, but others still they will believe say now so they want leave.
Okay.
It will take with time for let we done that report day and we popularize them. But like what I say, from conversation and we will get a lot of other expert conversation. You will see say the core of the Sierra Leoneans will say this system we will not get. We will not go look at from 2023 no more. In fact, if we look at from 2023, if you look like Waterloo, then say, oh, out of 2023, we'll get 5 councillors with a woman from SLPP. We'll get 6 councillors with a woman from APC. And we will cooperate. We'll not be forget the opportunity for being represented in not to that kind of system. And we will cooperate. What do we cooperate? We cooperate because we want for really address issues we related to women. If you go to the other districts and you will say sharp civil society will tell you say yes we will feel say still that whole system they will look at them. Other than go say so across there's a diverse conversation.
Yeah.
But like what I say from now on we get a technical team we don't put together a strong report and that report
So,
they
me not go surprise before I come to you. I not go surprise if we get diverse opinions around the country. If I just take 2018 elections nationally, for the MPs, APCB get 39.9% of the votes there for MPs. LCPP get 38.9% of the votes for MP. 1% I separate them, but we they use first past the vote. That system, just because of that system, APCB get close to 40% more parliamentarians than SLPP. So if you go now to a politician right now, to a PC politician, of course you go want first past the vote because it's the favor one. If you come to SLPP, of course you go want PR system because it neutralize that disadvantage where they get from the other side. So I understand that. So then they can ask these questions for let really see what it really they work for people there. So Charlie, I they move on to you. Reverend, I know say you want to respond, I they come back to you. But let I go first to Charlie. Charlie from there, I know say back we get for take some break. So yes, I ready for take the break. But Charlie from development perspective, what do you think? Which one good for stability? Which one good for the economy? Which one will you vote for if you talk about economic development?
Okay, so you give 2 reasons just on why APC and SAPP they will get they will differ as to which system they go want. But the good thing is, new don't tell we say apart from APC SAPP their own consideration, civil society then get other considerations where the election system for address and it lists them all.
Yes.
Inclusion, representation, it lists them all, which is fair. So they want to by right now for supersede the party their own consideration.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Which I not agree with you and we the thing they at variance. 50, how many parts? The majority of the CSOs in another meeting day, then vote for first past the post system. But in theory and in practice, remember say, it passed 80 countries of the world where they practice PR. And they all they move from single member constituency to PR. So now progress they make. So the evidence they in theory and in practice say if you want for mitigate violence, na PR. If you want to reduce the cost of elections, na PR. If you want for get inclusivity, you don't get the figures and just know. You know, 51 people vote for you out of 100, 49 vote for other person. You can't claim say na me represent them all. How come?
Yeah,
So,
in 2012 actually, they split that. Now Freetown, let's just take Freetown for instance. In 2012, it's about 43% SLPP, 55-56% APC. 2012, every member of parliament was APC. In 2018, 44% SLPP, 56%.
And actually new.
So then in 2018, 20 urban, Western urban, 18 was APC, only 2 SLPP. But then if you look at this vote, it's 43-56.
Exactly. So I like what new they say in terms of because it will representative of voting Solomon they want a system where they address this, where they address this, where they address this, where they address this. So let us sit down and decide now. And then 2 systems there, which one really they address waiting new they say.
Reverend.
And let me come back.
Charlie, I come back to you. Let move on. Wait.
I will phrase.
No.
I want to phrase the question. Pan is MS78. They don't say in fact not till to vote. They say dialogue. The hope was then think their way new don't talk about we put it at the table. They will say you know what thing based on how we did as a country and also we come out.
And the people that know that the issue then now there's some other issue that's what I raised as well. Where they say they want national character of discussions, they want transparency issues, they want so a core of a day. Not to say Sierra Leoneans they don't know.
No, I really want to go to I want to go to Reverend. I want to go to Reverend. One of the key issues against PR and the accountability. Right? So Reverend, why you feel say first past the post they actually require more or they result into more accountability for these elected members than the PR system?
In the first place, elections are about people. Political parties, they just come into the fore for organize so that they conscientize the people for able to vote for them, for let them take governance. But it's all about the people. So anything where they limit the people from making the choice, now it minus. Now it minus. I follow the regional consultations. Abide Poloko, Abide Makebi, Abide Kenema, Abide Bo, Abide Watalo, and Abide at the National Consultative Conference. One thing will be very clear. A majority of the population not educated on these things.
Yes, I agree.
A majority, because you go see somebody grab and say, me, I support PR system.
But you don't know which
what come on, me, I support PR system because now we wait for show that for go be a member of parliament, not a party. So that tells you that this person he really don't understand. In fact, some people will they feel say when they say tripartite committee. Now some kind other thing no more. They say that tripartite will not carry it. And some of the people where they express their ignorance here, now people where they expect much from. So I know what, but I'm happy the way the consultants report their findings at the national conference. But when you come now for really determine the national position on this thing based on the National Consultative Conference. Let me tell you, the paramount chiefs, then come and then create a background force for say over 90% of this country is under the leadership of paramount chiefs in their chiefdoms. And that their people respect them, their people appreciate them, and that they're in good relationship with the people. They categorically say they don't want PR, and they give their reasons. Because they say the PR get disconnection between the people and those who are representing them.
Okay.
They outline that, and then you get the main opposition in parliament. Then some come, even though then the way they put their own will not be too like that because this country will not pass the stage for the threat itself. The issue here is we for converse, we for discuss, and we for agree, so that this country will progress. But they come out for say, themselves not go want a PR, and we also present the position where civil society take at the conference of whole, and then they also point to the fact that they not go want PR. Let me tell you one thing, sir, please.
Just come summarize
Just okay, I will summarize. The PR has always come in with an excuse why it has come in.
Okay.
So which means it is not the normal. In 1996, they say we are using the PR because we cannot access the entire country.
Yeah.
In 2002, they said we are using the PR, but this time another type of farm, because at least we can visit some parts of the country. So they brought in the district block system. But then when we now divided the country into constituencies, it was all a first past the post. In 2023, the Electoral Commission say we're not going to do the boundary delimitation, and so the PR. So every time there is a reason why they are bringing the PR. So which means,
but is that not the reason? No, I know say we all want go, but that's the reason why we get the tripartite committee where that recommendation 78 specifically say
you're very correct. Even this issue when they talk about representation, representation of women. Just 1 second. This
no,
is 1 second. Just 1 second.
No, I give chance.
It will cut off the trail. Just 1 second.
Okay, go
this
ahead.
Representation of women. When you read recommendation 78, it say whichever system where the country decide for adopt, if for bring in mechanisms for ensure say the 30% quota of women is respected, and then they make where the Electoral Commission be design a mechanism for respect the Giveaway Act for that 30%. So not only can the system make we get
I just invite Famude and they come back to you. Famude, we don't open the phone line now. The number is 072-641-729. When you call, I want to let you know, I don't want to let you give the politicians their view. Because like I said earlier, APC people, they get a reason for support one system. SFP people get a reason for support one. I really want to let you give your view on what it actually affect you as a voter, what it affect the community, what it affect development. So we don't open the line now. We invite you to calls them. You can also text on WhatsApp or leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube. We will respond to that. So we go, Charlie. This one I send them to you. Reverend, a main argument against the PR system, the disconnect between the voters and the people there. Okay, let's take this first call. Hello, caller. What's your name and what's you call from? Where's you call from?
I call Europe.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I call Georgia.
Okay, Georgia. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Salu, we be honest to myself.
The other caller will try for call. Please wait. Let this caller down. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Be honest to myself.
Okay.
Salu, we be honest to myself. If you not honest to myself, that country not the better.
Okay.
Both APC and SLPP, they don't want to give that country peace. If they don't give that country peace, we don't want to begin to know for joy.
Okay.
And the people know that they put before for man the affair of the country, they will be honest to me, especially like this Mr. Bolokata, honest. IGR man, honest.
Okay.
I will go say the whole Sally, go take 2,000 people, they say he interviewed out of 8 million. What's it that name? The honesty no day.
Okay.
Honesty no day, we have to be honest. And this I don't know settle. Few of them people there, they don't forget what it passed the rebel war.
Okay.
And 10 people that were involved, at the end of the day, the picking and suffer, the woman they suffer, then self suffer.
Okay.
And they therefore do something, we therefore be straight for our country.
Okay.
PR system, yeah, you fine. if they do a honest one,
Okay.
not bad. But if you don't do a man practice way because of parties in business, party business, you not get for every country, you not get for every so then the big one the day before.
So you not get problem with the PR system. You don't get problem with the PR system. You just want to do it honestly.
I get problem. No, I get PR system. I get problem with that because
Uh,
there is high corruption in party level.
oh, corruption at the party level.
Party level.
Okay, caller. Thank you. Okay, yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Now we'll give the space to other callers for call.
We prefer you just pass the post.
Okay, thank you.
We know where they represent you already for handle. We go meet a person. Now you get man who are here.
Okay.
So now party they sabi.
Okay.
So we know one PR system. PR system no fine, no honest.
Okay.
Any country, then advanced country, they not compare Germany with the other country to any side. Now PR system they use.
Okay.
Correct. Because I don't know correct. I go implement PR system.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's take the next call. Okay, another call they come in. Let's take her. We don't get your view and we can't respond to her. Hello, caller. What's your name and what's the call from?
Johnny.
Johnny, what's the call from?
Freetown. Johnny as usual.
Oh, Johnny, I remember you from last.
Yeah, the agriculture and discussion. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, I get you.
Okay. I don't want to say APC choose first past the post, SLPC choose PR system. It is a matter of principle of convenience.
Okay.
Because when we are talking about over 80 to 90 countries will register the PR, political scientists have investigated the cons and pros. You understand? So much that they say, for convenience's sake, political convenience's sake, for social harmony, peace, and for promote unity, I think the PR has been largely endorsed.
Okay.
And if you look at, except some people that will want to make the still keep to this stereotype, because if you look at first past the post as stereotype type of election, because society they become dynamic, things are changing. You understand? Times are changing, and so much that people want a new innovation of how we could bring ourselves together and divert this stereotype electioneering way of doing things, where they marry with so much confusion, fighting, destruction of homes, acting, so many violence.
Okay.
But with this now, it is collective because when the party now every district no win and not giving the standings, those names are in either preferential order or by order of the choice of the party in terms of the preference they give to each candidate. First, second, third.
Okay, we don't lose that caller. I get for council for Leona respond. But Charlie, I mean, they go on with you. One of the main disadvantages where Reverend point out that the disconnect between the voters and the candidates. However, let's think about this. Currently, the style, the kind of system of the practice now the party they give symbol to Wuda for run at that district, even at the constituency level, when they use first past the post. That the party they give. So we go still argue, say, not to the people that they choose. Because I like na dog, SPP give na Kenema, that dog they win. I like na cow, APC give inside Bombali, that cow they win. So there is not much difference.
You will say if I want to make comments,
just make so at the camera. This question I don't raise that to Charlie. So Charlie, respond to that.
Well, honestly, this argument where they talk say under PR.
Okay, so let me take this call. Let me take this call. Hello, caller. What's your name and what's the call from?
Yeah. Good evening, Chichok Aruna from Kenema.
Okay, Aruna, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. We don't listen consciously, but one thing I just want to talk. The PR system may get problem with
Okay.
because like if you look at the like for Kenema to be specific, we get honorable now when we go say like a swinging honorable when we get constituency. Before now you go able hold the honorables them, the councillors them accountable because they get wards them where they demand and they get constituencies where they demand. But now they will tell you say na district block. So there is no honorable will hold accountable for a particular chiefdom or a particular area where something to go wrong, where you need for like complaint to.
Okay.
So like the people of this country are left now in a linger way, I would say, because the honorables not answerable to a particular constituency or a particular chiefdom for work for the people and then effort. So the PR system now a system which I observe from 2023 where this government use them to now as I'm speaking. I don't see a dividend where the PR system hit for this country.
Okay.
So I look at the first part the pool where every honorable answerable to a particular constituency for be the best because you get question for ask and they will ask say Papa Honorable will be vote for you and this has been promised for do or is not do one.
Okay.
But now you look at many councillors when not go for work. At the end of the day, we'll tell you say that district block we work at any part of the district where we feel like. So we're not going to hold them accountable at the end of the day. So this PR system to me is a system way not too good for this country. So look at at least the both speakers at the studio we don't talk, but honestly, me get big issue this PR system.
Okay.
Make the government look into for do a revert, go back to the first pass the poll that could be able to help this country for make the whole way we political players them accountable at the end of the day.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Charlie, like I be say, this it play directly into what the Reverend be say. This caller they say there is a disconnect between whether they represent we and whether would they vote for.
Okay, but now the way we understand constituencies in this country, the current constituency we get, now just arbitrary lines them we then draw around numbers. I mean nothing. On that PR, they say you constituency now the district. We already are so we all concerned about the district them. Some of we now members of a district descendants union. Even talk say born district, una bring 10 of our best citizens them for represent una. If 5 come out APC, 3 come out SLPP, now me MPs and one and they all 8.
But what if they want one at the urban center, at the, for instance, Kenema town, and not the other places?
Now it left to the party them for innovate, and now that are the beauty of PR.
Okay, so let's take
with PR.
Okay, we don't lost this
yes,
caller first.
with PR, all them concerns are people in the race so. People able for Sidom, election engineering. They able for Sidom for say wait so.
Wait till I take this call.
Okay.
Reverend, at the council, you let respond to Charlie after I take this call. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you call from?
Well, me Mohammed Suleiman from Makeni.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, Mohammed.
My own contribution. Okay, my contribution towards the program concerning this tripartite business may become and looking at the PR system, we get a lot of issues. And but then two parties there we don't reform since independent till now. They always then come now for let them do something where you speak their comfort. When they come, it come we say they come with also system where it was sweet in your comfort. Then when the water come back, if they come and change the whole process and change and for make it sweet in your comfort.
Okay.
So the problem of this country it lies on the politician, not even the citizen, but those politicians. Now then gets the problem.
Okay.
Now then gets the problem and now then for solve back the problem of this country.
Okay, thank you very much. We understand with you. So, Reverend.
Yes, sir.
Before that,
No, but,
Yes,
but
sir.
I don't been done. I mean, this question of accountability. I say na false premise that they use for just support first past the post. In the first place, the people who are in our parliament, no evidence, no day from the correct performance and from the past for sure say then they perform more.
No, but Charlie,
Yes.
let's be realistic here.
Yeah.
IGR do a report, and that report was for women. However, inside that report, we find out, say, attendance don't drop by 12 percentage points between 2018 and 2023. I mean, I'm not the attributor to the change in system
But
alone.
it was always bad.
Yeah, but that's really, really bad.
Yeah, but it was always bad.
And a glaring among SLPPs. Because SLPP that they attend the list. So it's possible say
No, but you not get connection to the
Let me
electoral
can
system.
say- yeah, let me can say,
That's
I know they say that
one
electoral
thing with the
system, yeah.
connection to the electoral system. And we want to call a talk from Kenema. He say you don't see the PR. He use the word dividend. You don't see the dividend where the PR don't pay it. And honestly, sometimes because you know they pay attention and you don't understand. Let's just tell them one dividend.
so this go be the last call.
Yeah.
After this, I dey stop
If-
all
if-
call. Wait till I take this call. It go be the last call.
don't
After
mean-
that, I dey allow you for the. But after this, I don't take call again.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, caller. What's your name and which side you call from?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Levy. I dey come from Wellington.
Okay, sir. Mr. Let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Come on here at the radio. Come on here at the radio.
Yeah, I tell God thank you for this discussion.
Uh-huh.
The question I want to ask.
Okay.
Because according to you, the coordinator, he said the electoral systems,
Uh-huh.
we don't practice about three of them. But still, there any impact on with development system.
Yes.
So the question I want to ask, now the system they make the people corrupt or the leaders corrupt because the problem is about corruption. When the people are corrupt, no matter what system
Uh-huh.
or when I choose leaders.
Uh-huh.
So now the system they make the people corrupt or not just politicians want to be corrupt.
Yeah. Now the question that told me somebody asked there. I agree with you, caller. I thank you for re-echoing it because now that me somebody don't ask there. So let's give them a chance for answer, yeah? Let's give them a chance. Okay, thank you very much. This gonna be the last call. I don't take any other call again because they run out of time. So, Mr. Charlie, continue because I want to move on to the cost of the system. So, summarizing less than 1 minute.
Okay, so we're not able for talk if the electoral system go able for impact corruption, but it get outcomes and where we know say yes, it go impact the outcomes and they. So whether man from Kenema talk about dividend, let's just get one example. Over the last 3 years since 2023, at least we don't get like 10 new MPs in a parliament. We don't get like 10 new MPs in a parliament where the person will be there, where the person die, new MPs and come in. We don't hear one gunshot in this country. If we go back into the previous system, every MP will replace a parliament would mobilize soldier man that would cost millions of leons. The campaign cost on the individuals.
We get for count the cost. No, we get for count the with the candy. With the candy. Let me give chance to Reverend for let respond to this.
Thank you very much. I go start.
I don't say you don't wait for a long time.
I will start with clarification. You say even in the first past the post, now political parties they award symbols.
Yes.
So when they not award symbol to the one way the people they want, for the first
how do we know that the one way the people they want?
Wait some more. When they not give the symbol to the one way the people they want, for first past the post, the person they go to nap independent candidates, and the people they vote for them.
Yeah.
Whether few or not few, the opportunity is there for let the people then say this person will not give this thing I want, and they vote for them.
Okay.
But can I please?
No, but keep himself on
Mr. Carter has been very quiet. Now get time. We get to move.
Let me make clarification here, please.
Okay, go
You call me I'm calm.
Go ahead.
So not start full.
Go ahead.
And then this issue of by-elections, when we say the PR, we don't do them changes there.
No, we can't. With the next section, I know they can.
Not to cost and they talk about.
Okay.
Moderator. Not to cost and they talk about. Not to cost and they talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
We don't do them changes there, yes. We don't hear gunshot, we don't hear nothing. But we deny the people a choice. Because today, SLPP go down win at this constituency. When they do by election, APC win. So we don't deny the people that opportunity of who should govern them.
Changing their minds.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
On the basis of
at what cost?
No, but the cost.
But regardless of the cost, that a valid point in the base. Because I will vote for you today. Tomorrow I don't want to vote for you again. So he is saying we don't deny that opportunity for let people then change their minds.
And in fact,
it's a valid point.
And in fact, this issue of violence.
Yes.
Violence they only come when the Electoral Commission not take into account waiting involved by elections. If the law day then you allow one person for flout the law, then the other person snap. Now you don't call for the violence. If you dey tabulate results, now you don't want to know the figure the way they enter. The people they get the result sheets from the police stations. They not get anywhere for begin check if that one way they get now you dey input. Now violence you dey call for. But who side transparency dey? Who side people that they see wetin dey happen? Seriously, violence no go dey. But look at wetin happen at Koya, Kopoloko district. They do by election under. There was no violence. One great APC member of parliament wey not to a constituency sef. Na him comot e go dey. But as e go dey, he sef know say he at the wrong place.
Okay. No, Charlie, another for you chance. Let Mr. Carter respond quickly, then we move on.
No, I just want to say, will they discuss this?
Stop the call, stop the line, please.
There's two people there. When they disagree on the 2023 election, now they talk say that they write wetin they want for do. And when they write, they say because we not been grip at this particular issue, no can go to the people and make them get consultation.
Okay.
Diverse civil society don't talk in this process. Not only me.
Yes.
Wax off, don't talk.
Yes, I don't.
Many other independent civil society activists then, because they not be they, don't also give position papers.
Okay.
And it be open. Say, if you are for gay. Independent Sierra Leoneans then, when people
so as you dey talk now, I don't want to stop you, but as you dey talk now, and then move on to the next section, but now you dey continue for talk. I just want to let you tell me, as you dey continue for talk, tell me as you dey pass around, which system people then they say pose the most risk to national unity? Either one, because now we dey move to the cost, but I don't want to stop you. Continue now we dey in the cost.
So that make I tell you, I say people that talk about issues of diversity, inclusion, they talk about violence issues, they talk about national character of parties. So Sierra Leoneans then, a couple of Sierra Leoneans they will really believe say, oh, vote not for loss.
Okay.
If person get half votes now, what about the other half? Why for loss? And a mechanism for gather them votes and they all and because votes now the system what they do now for vote, but if they move from vote for break back into representation. Okay. So a lot of conversation with Sierra Leone they talk say them believe say increase representation go day based on systems that we then believe say will encourage and now they will bring much more national cohesion and unity.
Okay.
And so now I make the I talk say why is people in the I give example for example I say Waterloo APC councillor the way grab it talk say if this PR not been there, we will not for the year. SLP woman there. Except because of this, I mean, this period, this place here, now be always man council.
Okay.
But because of this, now we could get 11.
Okay.
And with the corporates for work together.
Okay.
And a lot of that they did. Side and they district and they where is she? But the representatives and then they meet self for corporate for solve community problem then.
Okay.
So a lot of that kind of conversation come. And now they now in we they raise as the issues and we capture in almost every region we go that kind of conversation come
so you they say for national cohesion and security people prefer PR system like how you they talk to them
a sort of PR system.
Okay, a sort of PR system
Because yes that is
so but we get for agree say there are things that were wrong with the current PR system what we need for correct.
So there are many kinds of PR systems.
Yes.
May I give you one civil society person that market what he say. May I explain this very well?
Yeah.
And he send them back into the system.
Okay.
He say parliamentarians say when they go for go campaign, then they say, oh, we go pay school fees, we go build house, we go do this, we go do that. Not to them work. Yes, people that will still come to them. They say, but not to them work now. They work now for make law, now for represent people, and come back and make law and create oversight over system. Then it says so people like them one day they don't really need direct engagement, which they need a PR system.
Okay.
It says councillors. Now then they write now the people endorse it. Now they lead development. It says that the people are supposed to know because now then they lead with that process. This is a Sierra Leone report in your own voice now. It's that kind of people and they who can bring a sort of another system, put like first past the post for elect them. Because then get direct talk. So we don't hear a lot of this kind different views there. But like what I say, at the secretariat level, we will receive a final report. Whether professionals and the writer, I already don't get the draft.
Okay.
We go look at them again. We go meet for discuss with them professionals and see clearly as to what are the issues that they don't recommend.
Okay.
And from there, we'll go to the steering committee.
Okay.
From the steering committee, we'll move and go forward.
Now you are the council last, Mr. Charlie. I know say you the move you want to talk. And they go to Reverend. And they go to Reverend. And Reverend, this is a very specific question I ask you. You don't observe elections since 2002, like how you say. You don't observe both.
Since 1996.
Very good, since 1996. And you don't observe both. PR and which of these two actually they attract the most violence? I want you to be very honest. The most violence, the most instability, the most cost. Which one? Which of these two?
Also the system.
Like how we done the one.
Also the system they attract.
No, I just want to say, okay, which one associated?
Not all the system they attract the violence. Now the inability of the electoral management bodies for do their job professionally. Now they attract the violence.
Okay.
Not to the system.
Not to the system.
No.
Okay, so I move with that. I move on to Charlie Hughes. Charlie, I want to let you focus on the financial and institutional cost of it. And the cost, I don't want to let you just think of in dollar terms, in peace, number of deaths, maiming, violence, this and that. What you go tell me under each system, which one costs we more as Audience?
Okay, so for the cost, you ask the question the right way. But honestly, for the violence,
violence that cost.
Yeah.
Because IGR don't put paper say.
You know, ask the question. You know,
IGR don't put paper say the cost of violence, like in 2023, that cost of violence cost you up to $450 billion in GDP terms. So violence that cost.
Yeah. So the question where you for ask
No, not tell me the question why before ask. Answer the question why I don't ask.
Not for me. We want to know whether the election system na in the cause them or not. Want to know we clear. Violence occur under first past the post by far and not to theory.
That's an accident.
I don't happen in salon. Down the it didn't know neither one day. Why make it a struggle? Only for talk say
and a struggle.
Yeah.
No, if we go back to with all due respect for support Charlie, when we go back to 2018 after that election, because of all the view by elections. We see what happened at Tombo, we see what happened at Kavala, we see what happened at Makeni. So violence was there. But since 2023, after that election.
Wait, 2023. You dey forget when they kill policemen and all. Those were byproducts of the outcome of that PR system election. The whole issue of even tripartite recommendations, even a whole party boycotting, governance, this have happened under the PR system.
Okay, well, let me chance to Charlie continue.
This you know what cost? In terms of housing, in terms of PR.
One thing we left the people in mind is that violence occur during first past the post by far past under PR.
Okay.
That's not fact. That are just one cost.
But it just say there was an attempted military coup.
Yeah.
Before the coup,
several Aribayos were there when the country
as a consequence of the outcome of the election, not like say associated
under
with
a system
of the election itself.
Okay.
Under a system.
Okay. Yeah. So no, because all the rap things and so would they misinform people them. The thing is clear. Anytime they hold by election in this country under first past the post, you can able to do statistically the possibility of violence and then compare and to we don't get the good thing is we don't get PR 310. We don't get first past the post 310. So the data the way they show the incidence of violence under each of the system and day. So that is clear now. So look into the cost. Where now 3 levels of cost where they get elections. You get the elections management body, where they be a cost for mobilized materials, for print materials, for volunteering and day.
I can allow you to continue. Let's just tell family and say because of we start late and the discussions will not get for end at 8:30 as usual. So they extend that to up to 8:40. So continue.
Yeah, so you get a cost today on the elections management body. So you get cost on the political parties them, and they get a campaign cost them, you know, way in the whole elections, and they get cost on the candidates them. So because I'm under PR, take like a woman who been struggle for finance a young campaign, and we get studies into that effect. Because under PR, una names and they come up, where una party already endorse una as being credible. If I don't do good primaries, and that means una people don't endorse una, the campaign cost not there again on una. It is left now to the party. Under PR, because campaign cost not because the elections management body no go for the organize every by election. The cost where it is saved is huge. Okay. Where them tripartite committee, when they talk to the police, where the police they release the figures them. Every small by election you get for move people them, you get for the money where it costs them. In terms of cost, the first past the post is so expensive, and then you ask yourself, then people here will put them on the first past the post for even attend parliamentary sittings, no problem. For even go to the constituencies, no problem. It worth the cost. At least let we appoint them, let them do it. You know what the cost, because the cost is so huge. One way I want anybody we want to take a counter position, make it tell me say no, not too true. PR a more expensive pass first past the post, because me take the position say first past the post is so expensive because of the way they repeat elections constantly, where party the campaign, candidates the campaign, elections management body, then they spend money for mobilize.
Okay, so I want to move on to Reverend. I come back to you because I just like you, Reverend. I come back to you.
I mean, you have made my day. Another person like me.
Yeah, I like you, Reverend.
Thank you very much.
I just want to know, Nasalo, from your experience, what's the people they really vote for? Is it policy, is it party, or is it the individual?
What people then they vote for from the past? Na party.
Na party.
Yes.
So if na party, what's wrong with PR system? Because the PR they say vote for me party, then whatever the party win, I decide how many people from that party they go. So we don't just say they don't vote for individual.
You ask the question.
No, I just want to explain the question. Yeah, wait, like, I just want family to understand. From the first past the post, the objective is people that vote for the individual, right? The individual with the most votes win. But you don't just say people don't vote for individuals, they vote for the party.
Yes.
So in that case, that supports the PR system. Not lie?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, explain.
You know why I say so? Because two people go there now the same political party. They all two vie, then they give one where the people they don't let the round they give. So that person get opportunity for go to that party independent.
Okay.
That's one. Two, this issue of cost where we they give as a result of by-elections, before being irresponsible.
Okay.
When it comes to decision making, even the constitution say that the people that are get the authority. So you mean you they undermine the authority of the people because of the cost where you get for involved? And when every money where you spend now on behalf of the people, you they receive.
But if they cost an arm and a leg, if it costs an arm and a leg,
I don't tell you initially, see, that arm and a leg, not to the electoral system. If government ready for less security in the country, and apply the law selectively, this country is very simple for rule. Constituency 110, yeah, they do the election about 3 times because of violence, because of this. When the president talks, say, electoral commission, do that election and put you law them, then everybody obey the law. They do that election. No problem. Constituency 010, na Kailau district. When the by-election, when the process starts, they want for squeeze the independent candidates. The violence camp, they go to bush. But when the PPRC step in, we step in, the police step in, and the people they see say electoral commission don't open up. They don't allow them for nominate. Then they see the process, the counting and everything. No violence. No violence from that point. That election go on smooth. The person will win. The one who lost, he accept he lost one. There was no crisis. Okay. So the issue of violence now in the manner in which people that they apply the law.
Okay.
The moment you don't disadvantage somebody, it don't become aggrieved.
Okay, well, they can move on to closes. Well, Mr. Carter, before you close, I want to let you just answer. With electoral system, we for based on democratic ideals or on practical ideas, what they work for Salon. We for take, like, for instance, how America define democracy. That then tendency for look at what actually they work for Sierra Leoneans.
In the context of we start with it right now, both can work.
Okay.
Because Sierra Leoneans have inside the global world.
Yeah.
I mean, we are a global village. So no way, not the way you want for annex free from I mean, people that the last village self, Android phone, they like not Chinese one. And people that they watch all kind information. Waiting me one for make we all understand. This is not come out na heaven for them. It's not from a vacuum. This na as a result of consultation between an aggrieved party and government, and with moral guarantors. Everybody sat down and they agreed that we will sign to 80 recommendations. These recommendations are opportunities to improve on electoral reform process. 9 will follow soon. The tripartite recommendations, 9 recommendations agreed upon from the All People's Congress because of the agreed around the 2023 elections, and mediated by moral guarantors, international community. So this is about the global, this conversation on the top. United Nations, African Union, ECOWAS, Commonwealth, and set of Sierra Leone organizations, and talk to governments, and they meet, and they spend time, they agree, they sign.
Okay.
They say, then process there, if we go through them, it's supposed to make we process them better.
Okay.
9 with the pa.
Okay.
So everybody, every Sierra Leonean forget some voice in this. What will they do? Now forget that the voice and compile into a document.
And
We will speak on that.
Okay. Okay.
And I sure say we almost on the reach that point there.
Okay. So
once we reach there, we go and sure say Sierra Leoneans again. What's the conversations outcome of that day, and then we move and for make it into that.
Okay. So from what all I don't gather is, if we for design a system today from scratch, how that system will look like for really answer the questions which Sierra Leoneans they ask. So I move now. I want just 1 minute. Keep it in 1 minute. Okay. These are solutions I ask for now. If you for recommend one reform, either be it electoral reform or structural reform for make elections more meaningful for Sierra Leoneans, what think will be that reform? Charlie, I start with you.
I would choose PR because PR in more well the English was amenable for accommodate different designs.
So what will be the reform within the PR?
Yeah, but let's just make that's not like how the build in a salon where you build with cement block. It's very, very difficult for you retrofit them. Like let you change here, I want to change the color, I want to change this.
How you not get the money?
Yeah. No, yes. but abroad, the material way they choose and the design way they choose, it make changes very easy. The thing with first past post, it's too rigid. It's so rigid that it's difficult for like accommodate different things. All them concerns we reverend get, like when you talk about where somebody die for replace them, they for come back to the constituency.
Because people that could not change their mind.
It's so easy. Let me talk about elections, electioneering design. So we're able so for me, the only thing I go choose PR. I gotta all the concern them. I don't want to bring them come. Every Solomon in concern, representation, cost, violence, going back to the people who able for design them. It is suit inside PR. Yes. You know they ever fit inside post.
Okay, Reverend.
Yes,
what will be one structural change we go recommend right now, either for elections or for governance?
Appointments of like members of the Electoral Commission and other election management bodies, and also the terms of reference. If they be elected on the basis of professional standing, it go help. And when once they don't put them there, let it be say they run a tenure rather than they get for serve a term and they have to go back to be renewed. All these are temptations for job security. When they make somebody do something we otherwise it not be for do am at all. So I think the end of the day will be a step in the right direction.
Mr. Kat, I know say you constrained for give because he dey work on this tripartite, but if you able, what if we say you go want see change?
I would just want for appeal to Mr. Carter because he don't talk say other civil society they all don't give position. You know, let them not manipulate this process.
Okay, well,
position then in public. We say everybody be there.
Okay,
we see them call wax off. Where we got wax off members, they not those self who don't have this policy when the wax off when they go represent them.
Okay,
just for go give a statement in favor of something.
I really feel so.
We're not consulting.
I have to do this thing again. I invite the same group for Kamba.
I really don't want to talk about
no, tell me the structural change. Forget about civil society.
So I really say I know Sudan.
Okay.
This process here now for Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
And so please don't start squeezing people. And the rest assured there's nothing being manipulated.
Okay. So waiting at the structural change.
I'm not is manipulative.
What Charlie has spoken about is in the tripartite conversation.
Okay.
What Reverend has spoken about is about the appointment of
electoral commissioner.
Is in the tripartite recommendation.
Yes, I know.
As to how that will happen.
Yes, I know that.
Me, I believe say in the course of this process here, we are almost more than halfway.
Okay.
In the implementation of the general tripartite recommendations, more than halfway. By this week here, we're not able to put a real clear statistics. They show who not day. I believe that all those reforms are possible and they could help change the outlook of elections and governance at this point.
Okay, we stop here. We don't actually run out of time. We stop here. We don't hear it from the conversation. We don't hear it from all we guess them. One thing clear that elections matter. Elections are important. And one thing also clear is that election systems are important because election systems they affect what they happen even after the election. They affect what we call accountability. And they affect what we call trust. And they affect everything. So we don't learn about that today. One big question remains. That question is how we make this democracy work. Like how I start in the beginning. Like how we all start in the beginning. Say the democracy not they work too much for provide or for produce what you want to produce. How we make this democracy work for Sierra Leoneans and produce what you want to produce. This discussion going to continue. But for today, thank you very much for tuning into radio to the program with Economy on True Talk Radio, and I hope for seeing you next Sunday again. Thank you very much.
This week on We Economy, True Talk Radio 98.5 FM, we discuss plenty election, but poverty still the grow. Now the electoral system now the problem. Inside the last 30 years, Salondo holds 6 national elections. We don't try both the first past the post and proportional representation voting system, but still poverty they increase. And life still tough for plenty people. So the question now, wetin really they go wrong? Now the electoral system make things not a change or now something else? Join me this Sunday at 7 p.m. for an important discussion featuring Golo T. Carter, coordinator, Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Charlie Hughes, Consultant Technical Advisor, na IGR, Reverend James A. Lahai, National Coordinator, National Election Work. You can listen to this conversation by tuning into True Talk Radio 98.5 FM na Freetown, All Out Radio 92.9 FM na Bo, Amzaz Radio 96.9 FM na Makeni, and Voice of the East 88.9 FM na Kenema. True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get to talk.